Hi, I'm Gayle Smolinski, your current mayor, and I'm running for re-election on April 9th. Whether you've met me or not, I think it's important to hear what I have to say on a number of different topics that I think you should consider before you vote. And the first is, what exactly is my platform? My platform has three different components. It's sustain, grow, and protect. By sustain, I mean handling the everyday things that we have to do to provide the services that you expect. How many streets we're going to repair, what kind of equipment our police department is going to have, and our fire department. Exactly what we want to do to keep delivering the services that you expect and you deserve to have. One of the major things we're dealing with right now is our sewage treatment plants. We have a 90-year-old plant and it's patch, patch, patch. We're going to have some major expenses there. We have to plan for that. And so my pledge to you is that we want to look at everything that we provide, the people we have to provide it, and make sure that we are giving you the most cost-effective government that we can with the revenues that you're providing to us. The second part of my platform deals with growth. It could be something as specific as the light at Roselle and Walnut Roads, to getting tasers as a new way of policing in our police department, to the massive redevelopment of our downtown. And every time we have something new, eventually it turns into normal, and we forget about the changes that we've had in the village in the past 20 years. Less than 20 years ago, when you looked at Gerrion Lake, all there was vacant farmland. Now there's a beautiful cornerstone development and our first hotel. Do you know that at one time when you took Central Avenue going east, you couldn't go into our downtown? You stopped because there was an auto repair building in the way of connecting to downtown. And we've been able to change that, but that change is less than 10 years old. We see areas of growth for our future. We are currently working on redevelopment at Nergy and Roselle Roads. We also see an opportunity on Lake Street, on property that is in the south side of Lake Street and east of Gary Avenue. In fact, we've already put some things in place to facilitate annexation of some of those properties, and we are working to do that. These are things that I promise that we will continue to grow our village in an orderly way, but in a way that will allow us to add extra revenue, extra income, so that we can continue to provide our services. Those growth areas that I've just mentioned are on the way, and I'm very excited about the possibilities. Last area of my platform is to protect, and this is in two ways. I'm constantly going down to Springfield, working with other mayors to make sure that we protect the local revenues that we currently have. They're important to us to provide the necessary basic services. But I also have a legacy to protect. When I became mayor, I inherited that, and it's my duty to protect it as I pass it on to whoever would follow after me. And that legacy is one of faith, one of volunteerism, and one of family. German settlers, when they arrived here, those are the things that they wanted. They wanted to provide good schools and have faith communities to raise their families. Those are the things I think about every time I make a decision on the village board, and I think the legacy and the protection of that is just as important as plans for growth and sustaining our current services. It's up to me to make sure that we have a safe, family-oriented community, not only for our children, but for our grandchildren and generations that go beyond. So those are the three parts of my platform: sustain, grow, and protect. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that I have your vote on April 9th.